This particular beef, Wadangwa, now so are you healthy? Dr. Frank Amoakohene versus Paul Yandoh. Paul Yandoh on fire no. Now Dr. Frank Amoakohene on also fire back. Hey Paul. Oh Davy. But how far with oral essence? Because Kevin Ekobedu Taylor or Chlema Ama for many abre Attorney General Sodo Munya Botre. Na obetre baby problem na nkasa every matchmebo na makonsem mu into details masrawa sa obe share video we no be share wadwen ama your comment section or when subscribe here kindly subscribe to Trends GH on YouTube, Facebook and TikTok bibia Trends GH. Ashanti Regional Communication Director for the NPP, I'm talking about Paul Yandoh. On Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amoakohene honorable enya dia omubifu no etu ebetwa sesia. In fact ebe no omubifu ho sansama sadache pra no omumienu ni wa eye generational beef because omu generation eba betua this particular beef way so necessary no echense Paul Yandoh okọ media tour on Dr. Frank Amoakohene because 2 days ago Paul Yandoh okopiemu Angel FM Kumasi branch Emma Paul Yandoh or can send me about Ashanti Regional Minister and I'm was Paul and somewhere who can you how
so kwa gadansia Minister na soja unim hwa yes na dua kese bi si ho pao said dua no na supply oxygen ewo area ho nyina aboabo ni ne patamu ho nyina ya budua na gu esi China mo eti se se obedu aboabo ho ni won ho adan me setire me bisa se unim awraga dansia edua kakra cabinet si ho ya ni fi ya ye bedu baabi ya du se adua ni si ho se se ya budua ya regional minister wa ham ya budua ama se se oxygen ni area ho nyina
e bi kwa omo de concession and contract ma obi kra na se omo ton ma obi kra
ya to ma China for mo si China more
minister na ton
na ya Ghana can say region mu ha no why na hwe so wa ha mi pia kwa na mi polia ya Frank Amoakohene telling you
wow akwati awe no
me amakwati awe all the police ni jina ha no catch am say me to me 9 year kan meti awe
angel
what you say edua eti we supply oxygen no wa hwa me abudua no si China more e wa amaga junction na sa na ye no
Paul Yandoh wa announce wa enra okopiemu Oyerepa TV Pakwesi Paka Wilson eye ni show so e ho na Paul Yandoh osanso di nsem bi tu dwa
the regional minister ya de bia if he say nyina no yenka na obia no hu se ade a waye no emoa
regional minister
de di kan Paka wonim Amaga Junction wonim se na dua kakraka bi si Amaga Junction ho ukọ aboabo no
ukọ aboabo no fa left akwa aboabo no
wonim se sa dua no na supply oxygen wo area ho nyina wonim sa de no ene ye budua na to form si China more ewo Amaga Junction ho regional minister Amoakohene ahwa me abusa dua no a supply oxygen wo area wonim Amaga Junction ho Paka wonim ho ana onim ho ye ko school ya nche se edua the oxygen ba na the carbon dioxide amano ana
of course I mean
eti se se ubudua na oxygen shortage enkoso wa aboabo ho eti ama eho nyina ya hye yes China more ewa Amaga Junction ho media me feel say enye papa China more spring up na Kumasi ano so o say yes bi wo Santase roundabout yes bi wo Atinga Junction and yes bi wo Atonsu kra de edan mumunu tu no ma si wo kwa ho o si yes warehouse wo kwa ho da o ti say eti regional minister yes no say dua no de onsan kodua na ensamra na supply oxygen wo area China more no e dey be na ebenya mo yo
no Paka
your time na so dey interview your time na so
no we serious I mean no we should be serious once never respect me atiefo say do na esi ho no yes obi anim say
obi anim dia ho fa so
concept obi anim so you concept
onim dia ho fa so
obi anim so you concept
that's Paul Yandoh and Bachamfo ye NDC deputy Ashanti Regional Secretary For Yandoh, NPP Communications Director here in the Ashanti region. Me pamo mingi na mo mako. Monko ye minimum we. Monko.
Na Poliano and some we only met two channel. And Dr. Frank Amoakohene were responding to Poliano one after the other. Also near all the other woman. And the business said, now also National Cathedral. Now I say oxygen. One man was said, for clarity, the oxygen tree was on private property. The land does not belong to government. Sales and development of the area is not by government. Now, Dr. Frank Amoakohene Wamananswa, I don't know if they all call supplement area. No. If they can blame me for oxygen, what else can they blame me for? Service to the people. So I will find out the landowner and ensure the tree is planted. Now, Okwenim no say, Wamananswa no say, na aha, and na oponche Poliando do. Or say, if one tree causes oxygen deprivation at Anloga Junction, imagine the suffocation after massive tree felling for the National Cathedral. And na Okwenim no, we posted Poliando. Ni video okwatina Angel FM oka say, oh, I say si ano onankra na oprowa. E ya Ashanti regional minister na ma fom blame no. And Dr. Frank Amoakohene we posted that video no. Wow, what show also say, we have the men. I do the old shaky. Na eno na anopa we Dr. Frank Amoakohene wasian betro say, good morning family. I hope everyone has air and oxygen for the day. Find the percentage of oxygen in the air and add 17.25. What is the answer? I know the other calculation idea no egu ho say find X. Now Okwenim no say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama launched Tree for Life project. I will give free tree seedlings to 500 houses to plant and restore oxygen supply immediately. Wamananswa and wasian say Operation Restore Oxygen, tree planting for oxygen across the region, starting next week. Now, Yanko Piemo, Kevin Ekobedute Lanakachi. 2 days ago, and Okatakyie Afrifa Mesa. And the Otsna Ayan show no so ought to be my Kevin Ekobedute. And now Okatakyie Afrifa Mesa, or discussing this Russian man, the Sescapes with a Ghanaian girls and what aha. I watch him say Bronino, Russian mano, a yadia or Kevin Ekobedute Nigeria. Now, Basha, Okatakyie Afrifa Mesa. Was some sort of two Sember or Monchimonka Highway no so. And for some time now, no Kevin Ekobedute Oko break. So Andra, or resume yano. What him say, what's in 70 a month for Kaka? Now just say, oh, where you Ekutiabo, Nenipa or Destino. On one can send him no home. Sign party a blogger. I want what's an approach to Memu. I want him to say, wait.
Ediana Echo Swayenti and Nipebiki can 7 a.m. by NT. Medumanu. Mesorano pa. Medumani minjuma fufrobia ho. Mensoren ko chia brodi bi nkase 9 to 5 me menyabio me medumani. This is my job. Me babroche me dan amato over $3 million. Medumani. This is my job. This is what I do. Me property say America now. Me full time ni. I control my time. I can travel any day. I can take my family on holidays any day I want. I can decide not to work for 2 weeks. Nobody can stop me. This is I control my world. You are the slave in America living in a basement. I am not a slave. I control my time. Bronin control me time okrumha. So I can do this for years. That is the power that I yield. Nobody can consistently do what I do because this is a lot of investment and time. And most importantly, a lot of commitment. Abua, what is that form?
2 weeks ago, and a Kevin Ekobedute Oba Monchimonka Highway no subechire mu say, former second lady, Her Excellency Samira Bawumia, why you maybe 8 years or no Kevin Ekobedute na yade or no Kevin Taylor, on French Her Excellency Samira Bawumia, obe pay ni back. Na this time no Kevin Taylor, obe take bibia eso mopa from Her Excellency Samira Bawumia. So na Kevin Taylor oko break na bi bebrena chema ebia na Kevin Taylor ni we free. Na eya week ko ya mu a NPP mpanifo ne do mu committee o mu chem say ebe no constituency any regional elections a omo de ba yesha so na enya de a omo ba use sa method a omo de elect omo flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no nembo mu no ebe no constituency polling station any regional officers a omo ba elect omo na eya de a omo ba use bottom top approach eyatetede no na eno na Kevin Ekobedute la wo chem say o wansam ka Kevin Ekobedute la o kasa dem no chem say or send a message, Emma Samira Bawumia, Her Excellency.
They na omo person mo yenani. Say national executives ni Bawumia. Na national executives no as select omo ba beto aba no from bottom. Because now say oka say akwa contest ya. Party ni mo bia otuma Canada Japan. Ye ni mo bia na on support Bawumia. Into only Canada Japan ni Bawumia ni Canada Japan ni e covet na. The probability say Canada Japan ni no enya dey obe qualify no 1,000%. So they are doing this to keep themselves in power. And you will see how their elections will play out. Canada Japan obia ye nim say o support to Canada Japan campaign ma Canada Japan or constituency level all the way to national, they will disqualify you. They are going to make sure obia or beba national abeto abebiano is affiliated to the current day national executives. That is why they are all doing this. That is why they have gone back to this approach. From day one, this was the approach they were going to use for this. But Magana for Nya say, oh, yeah, the MPP, you lose elections, you pursue a change formula. No, that Domdi Yema Bawumia is strictly for Bawumia to benefit. Now, they have one that has to benefit the national executives. Because sa election wa mkwa no, you start to form constituency for na beto, near about regional, near about national. If they are able to control the constituency elections, who will be selected or pass the veteran, they will be able to control and decide who becomes the national chairman. And national chairman want to make a say he will be the national chairman. Only the reason why because one, they have gotten their flag bearer who is Bawumia. Now they are going to control the base, how to vote. And how are they going to do it? They are going to make sure Kennedy Nibia or contest constituency level or disqualify. They will get their people into from constituency to regional to national. They will decide who will come and vote. Into say Justin Korea can just obey Winnie. Say chairman would because obey national chairman. Say Nana because obey Twas. So that is what they are doing, and that is what you are seeing here today. Omunya principled. They cannot say one thing and live by it. How can you use another formula to elect Bawumia and use a different formula to elect the national executives? And this justify Canada Japan. They not all come from the beginning. Say they plan to cheat him, and they cheated him. Kennedy make a before election say they were going to cheat you. Meaning Bawumia and the bay for no Samira. Samira, I'm not done with her. There's Samira here. I'll pay her back. Remember catch her, and I'll do it when it will really hurt. Obia oben Samira bia. Mates wa catch boys. They say nobody should talk about Kevin Taylor again. Munja me see whether they talk or they don't talk. I'll pay you back. The way I love my kids and love my wife, the same way you love your husband and your kids. And I'm telling you, I will pay you back when it's very painful. Oh, but damn. What is I'm going to be for? We live in this country, we will see.
Now, we are starting with a big issue. Oral. Operation Recover or Loot. For some time now, Bebrene Bisa. And then oral no atosium anasa oral no eyadea NDC for omode ya Ghana for call the John anasa because for some time now no hey NDC ba be mu beginning almost starting oral and then a press conference upon press conference and then a court upon court national so far almost said who prosecution ba kumpo just say NDC for omode kasade about oral and omode G to me from Ghana for her. Maybe Attorney General, Honorable Dr. Dominic Akuretenga Ayene, One the Deputy, Dr. Srum Sai, just say you want more, no. Just all more crown, you want to ask you, where you Edma Benny, and every time said, there be one kind. Nasa cases in Brenano, a quarter swap. What about Shana say, Judge, or Tanasam no 1 hour pay, no Choma, we're postponing certain, and on their 3 months' time, and Sana, over for case in you. How? I don't know, Kevin, a cover retailer, or Chum say, enough is enough. Ebenu oral one sensem any sanya cases na de ekoso court na asam no kwewo way on to sabe or cano as it is Kevin Taylor versus judges in Ghana. Jacob,
the prosecution is to be faster than it is, and I would like to say this to the Chief Justice. Chief Justice, I believe that the court can do better. We cannot sit in Ghana na yet the case about court na a judge will tell the prosecutor I am adjourning the case for 1 month. Sebio, we are not in the animals kingdom. Sebio, say, oh, a judge na untumi ntina case ho, endi case no, na utumi e call say, you are adjourning the case for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then you are not ready to be a judge. I think, with all due respect, there are too many lazy judges in Ghana. And for a very long time, we have allowed some judges in Ghana to get away with murder because at this point, they call cases at their own pace. Case a due point to be it needs to be moving. Yes, the judge say we're postponing the case for 1 month. Now we postpone the case for 1 month. Are you not getting paid? Are you not getting paid by the state? A dear empire now for 1 month. In Ghana, a judge can postpone a case for 3 weeks, for 1 month, and a case that can take 6 months to solve. A judge will sit on that case for 2 years. That needs to stop. And I'm pleading with the Chief Justice. If you really want to set an exemplary or you want to be an exceptional Chief Justice, I know you've been talking about the tribunals and the fast track court, but we need the judiciary to also help because it is looking like the judiciary is becoming too lazy. Majority of our judges in our court, with all due respect, they are lazy. They don't take their work serious. How can you sit on a high profile case and tell me that you are taking an adjournment for 1 month? You are taking an adjournment for 3 weeks. And what do you want the people to do? So, the slow pace of cases and all these politicians becoming bold, walking in Ghana with their chest out, thinking nothing will happen to them is because of some of our judges. Because some of our judges are the ones delaying the cases. They are basically not working. We are paying them for doing no work. America Krobe and Ababa so I see judge be a postponing case for 1 month. A hefa na Ababa e wo krom ha. Judge Becker say, me nyare, yanjime to hospital bed, so me postpone the case for 3 months. And one case, judge to be postponing it 7 times, 8 times, 10 times. Are we paying the judges or they are paying us? And we need to look at that critically because Chief Justice, with all due respect to you, it is looking like you are losing a grip. It is looking like the judges are becoming more lazy. Every single day, with all due respect, there are some very good judges in Ghana who are doing diligent job. They sit on cases, they run the cases. Most of them are lazy. They are lazy and they are making the cases not to flow. And the MPP for the Fíres say they have a case because a judge, a high profile case, so a high profile political case that is time sensitive, and a judge will tell you, say, I'm going on medical leave for 1 month. What the heck? Where are we living? Is that a nation that we can be sitting in and expecting people to be prosecuted? So, Chief Justice, enough. Get your hand on the steer and get going. Get the job done. You have nothing to lose. If the judges cannot move the cases fast, move them and get new judges who can move the cases fast. Because it is looking like our problem as a nation now is the slow pace of these judges in our various courts. The high courts, that is where the traffic is. Judge to me tonight, so I can go back tomorrow. I'll come and show you cases and how judges have postponed cases. Ochina, maybe some of the cases. And you ask yourself, say, so what is all this postponement about? You ask yourself, are they able to meet 1 week? A judge can postpone for 3 weeks. Why? And that judge is taking salary every day, sitting in a car, getting all the perks, and then sitting on us as a judge. What is your job? What is your job as a judge? With all due respect to the judges, I respect all of you, but the laziness now creeping into our judiciary is getting out of hand. It is what is energizing these politicians to keep doing what they are doing. Because politicians need to feel say, I don't need to do anything. If I see the judge, if I'm able to convince that judge, I will make sure 10 years, court, jail. And that is what we are seeing here. How can Attorney General come to court, a high profile case, and the judge will just say, I'm taking a break, 3 weeks time? Nonsense. What is this? How did we get here? Everybody is doing whatever they want. Because some people have been given the privilege to take care of business. From tomorrow, I am going to take my time and come show you some of the cases. Time is starting here, and the number of adjournment judges at all. You will see. I'm going to expose the laziness in the judges. You will see. I can tell you on authority. Attorney General wants the case to move fast. The judges are slowing the case down. And some of the agencies like the CID office, some of the agencies like the GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority, they are not supporting the Attorney General with documents. Some of the things is the GRA, the CID office, some of them need to bring documents to help the Attorney General, and all of them are slacking. In summer, maybe canon, as time goes on, people will be shocked. If the judges decide to make sure Omatana cases were so as swiftly as they can, so many people will be in jail. Our biggest problem in Ghana today are some of the judges. I'm telling you. Our problem in Ghana today are the judges. The judges, some of them are our biggest problem. Now judge to be back court. Odi answer tenacity case. Somebody is sitting there typing the whole time. What do you say? TNA analyze it. Or say, I'll be back in 3 weeks. I'll be back in 1 month. Why? And we are paying you? No, look at it. Moment share the way. Judge to me but na court. Some of them come to court late. Some of them come to court with this posture. With all due respect to our judges, they sit down. Your job is to have water with you. Sit down, listen to both parties, make their case. There's somebody sitting there all typing the whole time. Because every single word that comes from every legal person's mouth, they need to put it on record. You are just sitting and listening. Now, you tell me, you know what, I've adjourned this case, 3 weeks' time. I'm going on medical leave. Near Ghana, near Sesri. Abroad, there are judges who are dying to sit on cases to make sure it goes faster. No, Mr. CJ. No. You cannot leave the judiciary with this kind of record. No. We were expecting I expect you to change things at the judiciary. The pace that I want you to be changing things, you are not. The cosmetics are too much, say. With all due respect to you, some changes needs to be done. And I know you are trying to do those changes from the base. I've seen you introduce the tribunals and the fast courts and the lower courts. No, we need you to take action at the high court. No judge should be able to postpone a case for more than 2 weeks. No judge. Why should a judge postpone a case for 3 weeks? Why should a judge postpone a case for 1 week? Why? If you are sick as a judge, take medical leave and leave the scene. Go and take care of yourself and let a healthy judge sit on the matter. But we sit in Ghana and every day, judge be say, I'm going for 3 weeks. I'm going for 1 month. Me say, tomorrow, me buy, nyame boa, me ba cases a high court. Judges are so. With all due respect, I have no problem with any judge. I don't mean to disrespect any judge, but I want Ghanaians to know the kind of laziness are creeping into our judicial system. And this is a conversation we need to have. It's a conversation that we need to have because you see, Debia prosecution is not going well. Debia, nobody is being prosecuted. And so the traffic are the judges. Almost red, they don't move to even yellow or to go to green. A judge can sit on the case and tell you, say, you know something, I'm adjourning this case for 3 weeks. I'm adjourning this case for 1 month. Now, go for your wedding. Into 3 weeks, you know, what is happening to you are you cannot sit on the case for the next 3 weeks. And these things are all intentional. Some of these judges, they do these things intentional to protect some people. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we making a job for Attorney General so difficult? Why are you people, you have ganged up? Some judges are ganging up and say, we are going to slow proceedings down. We are going to make sure prosecutions will not go on and we will embarrass this government. This is not political. This is the judiciary. It is another arm of government that is independent. Judiciary is not supposed to have any ill motive. The judiciary should make sure their work flows. The men about America, but it's a judge, so postpone the case for 3 weeks. You are a judge. That is your job. You cannot postpone the case for 3 weeks. I'm saying, we are welder. I don't go for tomatoes or bokina. Where you man say we are judge. Come and listen to the case, analyze the case. The next day we need to come. Why are you postponing the case for 3 weeks? Judge Baku to become medical leave for 5 times on one case. Why? Why are we doing this to ourselves? We need to change the conversation and make sure these judges, they do their job.
So Eben Oral and Sensama Kevin Ekobeni Taylor and some way na odi abamochimunka highway no so Chief Justice ono kra no wagene de ewo ho judges omoso omunya miss call ewo ho Kevin Taylor o chirema eba no sania judges no omu postpone cases na eye no na just say delay cases na mbomu no enye Attorney General. Feel free na chira wadwuma your comment section when I share video we se na be ya afoforo so omunsa ebekebi macrow.